You're watching the Cowboys Report. Coming up next is our Week 4 preview as the Dallas Cowboys take on the undefeated Carolina Panthers. Before we get into that, make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on anything. It's youtube.com/CowboysTV. Let's talk Cowboys-Panthers now. Dallas, a 5-point favorite at home against the undefeated Carolina Panthers led by Sam Darnold. We'll talk about him here momentarily. The Panthers have looked pretty solid this year. I think you can tell the difference in the offensive mind of Joe Brady, one of the good young offensive minds right there with Kellen Moore, compared to what Sam Darnold had in the past. The Panthers this year looked good. The Cowboys have also looked good. We'll start with Carolina, right? They take down the Jets 19-14. That game was not as close as the final score indicates. The Saints were very decimated on defense, but still 26-7 in that one game each year. Early on, the Saints they are not a good Week 2/Week 3 team. It's weird. They always lose one of those games that they should not lose. Week 3, took down a bad Texans team, much to the chagrin of Texans/Eagles fan producer Jeremy. Dallas, meanwhile, objectively, has played a much tougher schedule. They lost barely on the road to open up the year against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by 2. Brady went Brady. The Chargers, a close game. Maybe the officiating got flipped in terms of the luck. Not great luck for the Cowboys against the Bucs. Better luck against the Chargers. They win that one, 2017. Then they blow out Philadelphia, 41-21. The Cowboys, rightly, are a 5-point favorite in this one. I've been very impressed so far with what they've been able to do against the NFL and the opposing teams so far. Now, we will get to my score prediction at the end of today's video. I'm going to make you guys wait for it. In the meantime, though, honestly, I'd rather hear from you guys. So predict the score for me of the Carolina Panthers coming to Arlington to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Predict the score for me in the comment section. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down, and get your votes in. Let's take a look now at the quarterbacks in this one. Dak Prescott. His QBR is surprisingly low. 52.2 is a shockingly low QBR for the way that Dak is playing. I think he got dinged for the non-touchdown when he was over the goal line against Philly. A couple of the fumble in the end zone dinged him pretty hard as well. I think our eyes tell us the reality. In a different offense, not going as vertically because there's some backup offensive linemen, Dak leads the NFL in completion percentage. He is second in completion percentage over expectation. It's not just easy throws. He's been dealing this year. Sam Darnold, by the way, another contender for comeback player of the year for the NFL. 68.2%, 888 yards, only 3 passing touchdowns, but he's got 3 rushing scores as well. The offense has been much better for Sam Darnold. I am curious what Dan Quinn will dial up, given how much success the Cowboys have had at forcing mistakes. Darnold, the decision-making still isn't always all the way there. Now, if you want to make a good decision, go get some Magic Spoon cereal. $5 off your first order when you head over to magicspoon.com/Cowboys. This stuff is high in protein, low in carbs, and despite having 0 sugar, it tastes absolutely incredible. Get $5 off your first order at magicspoon.com/Cowboys. The peanut butter is my go-to here, but I love the frosted, I love the fruity, and if you really want to get wild with it, you can try out the peanut butter and the cocoa. Put those two together in a bowl. You basically got Reese's Puffs. It's a perfect little blend right there. So $5 off your first order, magicspoon.com/Cowboys. That link, by the way, a clickable one, will be in both the comment section and in the description. Now for some players matchups to watch in this one, I want to begin with the pass rush because I think there's an opportunity here for Dallas. Micah Parsons, I don't think you could put him back at linebacker full-time ever again. He's been too good. And this is not what I was expecting. I want to give Parsons credit for busting his ass in the preseason and offseason, and the Cowboys credit, too, for the way they've utilized him. They have thrown a lot of stuff at him. My concern, well, he wasn't really a pass rusher in college. Didn't love him in coverage. Are you just going to stick him as a middle linebacker and let him get in coverage and get beat all the time? Or you use him like Devin White? The Cowboys went more with White, although he's been really a full-time edge. And he's been so impactful. He has been wildly impressive. Even the Cowboys didn't think he was going to be this level of edge rusher right away. He has been impressive. And although Randy Gregory's numbers, by the way, don't jump off the screen, he's been impactful too. The pressures are there and not even factored in. Against the Eagles alone, Randy Gregory drew 3 holding calls. Those are what I call drive killers, impact splash plays. They don't show up in the stat sheet, but they are there. And I think the Cowboys have a chance again to get some pressure against Carolina. Taylor Moton, one of the best right tackles in the NFL. I absolutely love him. He is a stud football player. That's one good player. You guys see that left tackle? That's Cowboys legend Cameron Erving. That's right, folks. He's the starter for Carolina. We know what Cam Erving offers. Whether it is Parsons, whether it is Randy Gregory, I, for one, fully expect that the Dallas Cowboys have success coming off the edge and beating Cam Erving. John Miller, Dennis Daly, I don't love those guys either on the offensive line. I think Osa Odigizua and that kind of stunt combo stuff with Osa and Micah Parsons, they work so well together. Keep that coming if you're Dallas. Back to Parsons now. Where should he play? I'm down to still use him in a bit of both, especially once you get DeMarcus Lawrence back. But with, I think, Dorrance Armstrong probably out or at least not 100%, keep letting Gregory and Parsons be your predominant edge rushers. Mostly standing up, hand in the dirt too, doesn't matter to me. Let him rush the passer. That's more impactful, even on a smaller snap count volume, than playing off-ball linebacker. Get your votes in, DE or LB. Now, I did want to mention some injury notes here. The Cowboys had no injuries coming out of week 3, which is awesome, by the way. But Mike McCarthy did say that the Cowboys players are at least a few weeks away. That includes Josh Ball. That includes Sean McKeon, Malik Turner. Neville Gallimore, we knew he was going to be away until I think early to mid-October at best. Kelvin Joseph is still not back yet. I'm worried this is going to be a bit of a lost year for him. That sucks. But Gallimore, McKeon, and just were the only ones to watch. So that's your injury update on the Cowboys. I don't think you're going to see Joseph back in the near future. It might be a week or two or even more. Now, on the bright side, even though we don't ever cheer for injuries, Christian McCaffrey, I assume, is out. There's really no way he's going to play. J.C. Horn broke a foot. He's out as well. So it's not just the Cowboys having injury issues. It's the Panthers as well. Now, if you guys want non-stop Cowboys videos, these previews, news and rumors and reaction right after the game, live watch parties, mailbags, daily videos, all of it, it's all free. All you have to do is hit that big red button and subscribe. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. If you want more videos, then subscribe today. I want to look at now the other side of the trench battle, the Panthers pass rush against the Cowboys offensive line. Tyron Smith, playing great. Connor Williams, outside of the holding calls, has actually played quite well this year. His upward trend continues. Zach Martin is Zach Martin. Terrence Steele has been a nice replacement, above-average player at right tackle. Tyler Biadasz is a bit of an issue, and this worries me against Carolina. Hassan Reddick, Brian Burns in that kind of edge outside linebacker, defensive end, hybrid front. Sometimes they go 3-3 tight. Sometimes they go 3-4 look. We'll just focus on this side here. Reddick and Burns, great pass rush duo. Smith can stop one of them. I will worry about Reddick versus Terrence Steele. That might not be a great matchup for the Cowboys. I would also keep an eye out for Derek Brown, because if I'm Carolina, struggles against strength, Connor Williams, and even more so, Tyler Biadasz. Derek Brown and those two edges worry me this week against Carolina. Now, what do you guys think? Which Panthers player worries you guys the most? Is it the quarterback? Is it one of those defensive players? Not Christian McCaffrey. Maybe it's DJ Moore. Get your votes in the comment section. Speaking of DJ Moore, I wanted to talk about this battle here. Trevon Diggs against Moore. Diggs is playing at an all-pro level. He looks like one of the best corners in the NFL. DJ Moore, meanwhile, same age as Trevon Diggs, looks like one of the best young wide receivers in the NFL. Moore so far this year, 22 catches, 285 yards, and 1 touchdown. Now, against Houston, the Panthers' offense was over the middle, wide open DJ Moore. We'll see how the Cowboys try to shadow DJ Moore with Trevon Diggs. He's shown he can shadow players here. That's a big friggin' deal if you're Dallas. Even if they're in some zone, they've had some success kind of hybrid shadowing there. DJ Moore concerns me. He's that caliber of player. But you know what? Diggs can stop him. Frankly, Diggs, you can make the argument, has been the best player on the Dallas Cowboys this year. In fact, I think that might be my vote. But I want to hear from you guys as well. Who's the best player on the Dallas Cowboys so far this year? Now, earlier, I asked you guys to predict the score of the Cowboys and the Panthers. I appreciate everyone who voted. It was the pinned comment, so if you haven't done it, go do it right now. But it's time now for my prediction. I got the Cowboys winning this one, baby. I know Carolina's undefeated. I'm not buying Sam Darnold all the way, although he is definitely better in Carolina. Give me the Cowboys in a borderline cardiac Cowboys performance, taking down Carolina 30-23. Cowboys improve to 3-1 is my prediction this week.